don't know how you can do that stuff.
I swear, if we had a camera on us in here, though, the way we were jumping up and down, I've lost my voice. We're screaming, and like, how is he doing this? He's embarrassing players, but with his head up.
Yeah.
You know, when people normally take people on and go through a cluster of players, their head's down, but they don't see the pitch. He's taking people on and also seeing the pitch and where opponents are, spatial awareness. He's just phenomenal.
We'll come to Messi shortly, but someone else we spoke about before the game, Alvarez, you said you liked him.
Yeah,
and he didn't do his reputation any harm at all. He's really emerging talent, isn't he?
It's a great spot from Manchester City to go and get him. They press high, they work hard. He did his bit also. He reads it really well. It's a clever finish. I mean, it's the goalkeeper's fault. I really like him. I think he offers something different for them in terms of that relationship that he has with Messi, because he's the one that's going to run in behind. He's quick and he's clever, and he can score a goal. He started again today, as he did against Poland, scored tonight.
Do you think if he just stayed on, he might have had a hat-trick?
I think he would have,
I don't want to go too far, and I'm not saying he's at that level or anywhere near this level yet, but he reminds me of he's a blend of Sergio Aguero and Carlos Tevez. He's got the tenacity of Tevez. He's going to score goals.
That would be a hell of a player, wouldn't it?
He will be. He's got a long way to go, don't get me wrong, but there's similarities in the way he plays.
21, so he's young, but off the ball, it's incredible how hard he works, you know, and you have to appreciate that from a striker. Normally, sometimes they're a bit lazy, but no, he's the one that always pressed, central defender, a goalkeeper, and we see the example
It seemed like it was all over, the cruising, and then football being football. It was a very bizarre goal, Goodwin's shot and deflected off Fernandes.
But you have to credit Australia as well. They kept going. Up until this point, there wasn't really a big threat at all. But once this goal went in, which was a crazy outcome, because the goal was going so far wide. But after this, they just became a team that looked like they were going to get back in this, because they were pressing. They showed great character.
Oh, it was definitely going in, wasn't it? Why have not given him
it was.
Going in the crowd, I think,
Oh, mate.
And then suddenly, the left-back, Bitch, thought he was Lionel Messi. I mean, what a tackle as well from Martinez.
Did you see his celebration after that?
Yeah.
I love that from defenders. I love that.
Yeah.
We all thought he was going to go down as well, maybe. No, I mean, he went past 3 or 4 defenders, but what an unbelievable tackle that is. 2 defenders sat there. What's that about, lads? Hey?
That's as good as a goal, that. And he'll be getting tapped on the back as much as I'm sure someone like a Messi today for that.
Well, you saw the way the players reacted to him.
Watch him get up
Martinez was in goal.
Great tackle. Look.
There you go, look. Yeah, look at that.
Well done, Lisandro.
And didn't he?
Yeah.
Right at the death. Newcastle signing, Alan.
I know, yeah. He come on as a substitute. I mean, he didn't have to put himself around, didn't he? Let the defenders know he was there, and we're thinking, this is his opportunity? Goalkeeper needs
brilliant.
A lot of praise there, you know, because he's quick out. Martinez blocks it. Last kick of the game, virtually, wasn't it?
Watch the reaction as well if the replay lasts long enough. You see the players hug.
The 2 Martinez's, 2 massive moments.
Here you go, look at this. Look at this, hey.
What's being said there?
Well, just listen. But it's just, it's just well done, because that's all you need from goalkeepers. You know, just be ready for those moments to make an incredible save.
You've seen that tackle from Martinez, and you've seen that save as well. What it means to them as well.
You guys scored goals, so you know if there's a certain feeling you get. Defenders, that's their type of goal.
Absolutely. Let's remind ourselves of the goal that put Argentina ahead. Lionel Messi, bit of magic.
No, it was phenomenal. I think again the guys explained it really well at half time in terms of him staying on side, then creating the space. But the separation, the little step there that he takes off of the defender that separates him there, gives him that little bit of time to be able to get this shot off. Here he plays it. We've seen this many times this long. But watch his step in a sec.
That's nice.
Off his right foot to get back towards the ball. Bang, there it is. And it's a fantastic finish. Cool.
The touch isn't bad either, you know. That touch there, you know, that touch just to set himself up. That one there.
It's one he does regularly. He saw it earlier in the competition with his first goal. Well, he got a penalty in the first.
Did you have to think about your touch in those situations, like in and around the box before you set yourself for it? Or is it just natural?
I've no idea. I was not on the same planet.
You know what I'm talking about? When you're in the box, you guys had many opportunities in and around the box.
6-yard box, Ria.
But do you think about it though? Or does it just come to you naturally?
Well, no, but the way he works that space, the way you highlight that, and then all of a sudden it just happens for him. I mean, it's an unbelievable touch to set himself up. But the way he creates that space for himself is phenomenal.
Shall we have a little bit of a Messi loving?
Why not?
Just enjoy a couple of minutes of the absolute glory and joy that he gives you on a football pitch.
I'm going to try and stay quiet.
You won't
enjoy it. We've said it. I mean, his ability to carry that ball and caress that ball when there's so much going on around him.
Oh, if
5 years ago, that is a goal.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, with that extra yard of pace. Yeah.
But I think he knows that it's his last World Cup, and you can really see he's enjoying it. Man,
this one here, I like this one. Is unbelievable. Slows him down a little bit. Bodies everywhere.
Sucks them all in.
Release, yeah. Look, there's 4 bodies he's dragged to him and just says, go on, you just feed yourself. Put it away. It disappoints. Get off me. Get off. How does he get out of there? How is he getting out of there?
People underestimate his strength as well, don't they?
He's got everything.
Everything. Have another one. Go on. Oh.
He does things I've never seen any other player, except probably Maradona do.
Yeah.
And to have 2 of those players, both left-footed, both from the same country,
incredible.
both small.
Well, sometimes we just keep asking those, who was better and all that.
Different eras. Enjoy them both.
Whenever he gets the ball, the whole stadium gets on their feet, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter where he is on the football pitch. You can see everyone just rise.
There,
That's why I feel we're lucky. That's why I feel we're lucky to be even in the stadium tonight. Yeah. We're all sitting here because to see the fans, you can't even to translate that back home to what that is like. It's
leading
amazing.
the celebrations again. What are they singing, Pablo? Do you know?
Well, some of the songs from the fans, and it's brilliant to see the atmosphere at the stadium today again. Brilliant. I don't know. Maybe I heard there's 36,000 Argentinians out in Qatar, and you can see a lot of Argentinians today. The stadium right behind
it really looks like he's enjoying it.
Messi producing those moments of magic where you can see the fans just loving it.
There's a belief from their fans, you can in the stadium, the way they're going about it, and they've got that connection with the team, and they sort of understand each other, and it's brilliant to be part of it and hitting the stadium.
Just behind the goal, still there, just thinking about.
Well, we've got our first quarter-final. It's Argentina, of course. We've just seen them go through. Netherlands, who had a kind of similar game, didn't they? Got 2 up, looked like they were cruising, but USA got a goal, but Netherlands got another one quickly afterwards. So there you have it. That's that top half of the draw that they're in there, and they've got a lot of World Cup history. If you go back to 1974, second group stage, Netherlands beat them 4-0. I think Cruyff got 2, if my memory serves me right. The final 78, that was amazing. The ticker taping everywhere in Argentina. Mario Kempes, Luque, and all those players. 98, of course. The Bergkamp goal. Have we got it? Have we got it?
What a goal.
Always worth a watch.
What a goal.
Let's see it. There you go.
One of the best ones, isn't it? What a touch.
That was Fabian Ayala.
It was Ayala.
That was the defender.
Ayala, Became one of the best defenders around after this.
Where were you watching that, Pablo? You about 13?
Yeah, no, it was
baby.
From 85,
What a goal.
He was a lovely footballer as well. Yeah, I think I remember 2014, the semi-final. Of course, Pablo, you played in that game. You played every minute of that World Cup. Went all the way. I was at that game. I watched that game just as a fan, even though because we didn't have that game. It was on the other channel, but it was. It wasn't the best game ever.
No,
was it?
It was 0-0, very close.
0-0.
Yeah, Martinez, a great tackle, very similar to the one of Lisandro Martinez against Robben. Right at the end of the game,
you didn't take a penalty.
And no, I think in the penalty taken list, the Kidman was before me.
Were you nervous about taking one? Had you ever taken a penalty?
No, I was probably not. Imagine my first penalty in a semi-final of the World Cup. I was like, no, please. Oh, that would have been terrible.
What would they be thinking in Argentina now about playing against the Netherlands with the history? Louis van Gaal as well, who's the same manager, of course, in 2014.
Yeah, but Netherlands was good win for them today against USA. I think they have a good team, nothing special, but the same for Argentina.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be another tough game for sure, but quarter-final. Yeah. You know, another big game for both teams.
That's a tough one to call, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good game.
Yeah, very good game.
Two very different teams. One, you saw today, one of the goals, passing moves. They're a good team, fluid team, the Netherlands.
Yeah, both win backs been really good today.
I just want to give you one bit of news that we reported on earlier this evening. The great Brazilian footballer Pelé, he's still undergoing treatment and remains stable, is the latest we've got from his hospital in Sao Paulo. It follows a report in Brazil that he was beginning end-of-life care after not responding to chemotherapy. The statement from the hospital, Israelita Albert Einstein, on Saturday said Pelé had a good response to treatment for respiratory infection care. It's added he was undergoing a reassessment treatment, so slightly better news, which is encouraging. I think he'd have enjoyed that game, probably not the result, because obviously that unbelievable rivalry between the two countries.
Yes, it's that's at least we can end on some good news, hopefully, and it stays that way.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah.
What a player.
Can Argentina go all the way?
If Messi has to perform like this for them to go all the way, I don't think they're good enough outside of him. But they do have him, so they have a chance. When he's in the side, they do have a chance.
They want Di Maria back would make a difference.
Yeah,
as
we'll
well,
probably need Di Maria back. Hopefully he's okay for the next game. He's the one who can bring a bit of pace in the final third. You know, he takes players on, and today we saw, you know, so many players playing ball into fit all the time, and I think Di Maria playing out wide could be more dangerous.
Australia had a real go, but in the end, they deserved to win as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Best team won, but absolutely. They put up a really good fight.
OK, thank you very much, chaps. We're out of time, and that's it. 1,000 games for Messi. It's a grand night for him and Argentina. Very difficult playing against Australia until that moment.
Yeah, they made it very difficult. That was their game plan, to sit, to press, frustrate, be tight and compact, and that's exactly what they were. And it was always going to have to be a piece of brilliance that broke the deadlock, and that's exactly what happened. 35 minutes, they withstood all that pressure, and then that was it. That little man on the ball, and that all changed it.
Big cheer in here. That was.
He passed the ball to Messi.
You were getting very agitated, Pablo.
That's all we need to do.
It's not been easy to get the ball to him, though. They've been
no, of course. You know, as you say before, we knew before the game that Australia will, from what we could see before, even the game, that they are a really well organised team. They defend really well, compact, tight. And it was so difficult for Argentina to play some through balls in the middle. And but yeah, it was a matter of that beautiful combination play inside the box that found Messi, and it was a perfect finish.
Australia, aside from that moment, were in the game. It was very. There wasn't much in it. There weren't any chances, hardly any touches in the opponent's box. One shot on target in the whole first half, and that finished in the back of the net. But Australia, very well organised, weren't they?
Oh, they must be really disappointed going in a goal down after all the hard work that they put in. They were, like the guys have said, they were so organised, compact, hard to play against. They carried out everything to a T what the manager would have put in place. But like I said before the game, when Messi's on that pitch, you can set up how you want for him and for his team. He will find a way at some point, and he did beautifully today.
I must admit, I was getting a little concerned about what kind of analysis we would do at half-time, what we're going to talk about, because after 35 minutes. And I even saw a post on social media, it was actually from Danny Baker, and he was saying there are 9 countries in the world that start with an A and end with an A, and 2 of them are playing in this game, and I was thinking maybe we could just try and guess the other 7 to fill the time. But in the end, we were saved by him again.
Yeah,
it was always going to be, and was always going to take something special to break Australia down, and that's exactly what happened. He whips the ball in. It's a matter of staying onside, which he did. He's looking along the line. Then how many times you've seen that he move the ball, and that's it. The move, how quick they move the ball. He does. Yeah. Then he goes. Then he gets it back, and it's a really clever finish through the legs of the defender, and the keeper's got no chance.
It's just phenomenal, isn't it, really?
Classic Messi there, when he got into those spaces there. He always find a way to have a shot, and
Just
through the legs.
Side foot as well. No blasting.
He actually forget, but he pressed before the free kick. He won the ball by pressing high and winning a throw in.
I think he was getting as agitated as you were in here, Pablo, and he suddenly thought, we need to do something about this. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I think the great thing about him when you see him in those situations, he doesn't ever get flustered or panic. He doesn't get rushed. He's so calm. It was a slow little side foot into the bottom corner.
Some of his play in the first 34 minutes. I mean, his touch looked as if it was off. He was walking around very casually and not really getting involved in the game. And then all of a sudden,
we were shouting.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9, and he's at 129th opponent he's scored against in his career. I'm reliably informed, and he moves above Guillermo Stabile and Diego Maradona, no less, who both scored 8 World Cups. In 8 World Cups, 8 goals in World Cups, and one behind now, Gabriel Batistuta, and he wasn't bad either.
And you?
I'm not Argentinian.
But you're 10. You got 10 though.
I wasn't going to raise that.
You was going to raise it.
Why'd you have to do that for? He wasn't.
He wasn't.
Australia, they made it hard. They had a plan.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a really difficult team to play against. And I was worried about the set plays as well because they have strong players. They were just looking for corners, free kicks, but they were brave at the beginning of the game. You see how they pressed high up the pitch, and they made it so difficult for Argentina to break through those the first line of pressure. Very compact and working so hard for each other as well. Yeah, I have to say they've been good.
This was in the early part of the game when they actually were pressing high, and then all of a sudden, because Argentina, as you'd expect, had more of the ball, getting further towards it, and that's what they had to face. Very narrow, very tight, and basically no space at all. It's incredibly hard work, but they did it really, really well, and at times they were frustrating Argentina in terms of their work and doing that, and how well they did it, Rio.
This is where we were talking. I think they missed Di Maria. They haven't really got a player outside of Messi if he's not getting the ball, who's going to beat someone 1v1, who's going to go at somebody and change the dynamic and rhythm of the game. And that's in them situations you need that. Spread the pitch wide, create 1v1s or overloads out wide, but they just don't find it.
We talked, didn't we, before the game about how do you play against Messi? Do you perhaps try play man for man? But what they've done is clearly try to crowd him out. And it was working for most of the game.
Yeah, we were sitting up here saying he's got to be subbed at half time. He's out there. But they've done a really, really good job. And again, the job of dealing with Messi isn't a one-man job. No. I don't think there's not a single player who can do it for 90 minutes because he's so elusive, he's so intelligent with his positions. And here again, you see every time he gets it, you see it's the trigger. Get people around him, everyone comes alive. You can't shut down concentration whenever he gets on the ball, especially in those areas between the lines. And here, if it's not one, it's not two, it's 3 guys, all being aware and ready to switch on and make it difficult.
He wasn't getting that much joy, was he? And that was great credit to the way they closed him down and marked him and didn't give him any space. But that's really, really difficult to do that.
When you see Messi go down injured like that, Pablo, and it must make you go, because without him, quite frankly...
I think everyone you can see respect Messi, you know, so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, but... that's Messi. I mean, he get kicked by everyone, and you see players just closing down Messi as soon as possible. Don't let him play easily, and because he's the one who can create the best chances.
Harry Souttar continues to enhance his reputation at this World Cup, Rio.
Yeah, he does. And I said before the game, for them to be successful in this game, he has to play well and keep organising. His distribution was the thing in the early part of the game that stood out. Raking 40, 50-yard ball from deep. Here again, through the lines. Willing to take on the centre forward and open the space up and open the game. But just the vision to see beyond the first line of press. Doesn't get taken in by the striker. But he's so composed on the ball. That's the bit I used to love that ball, that one. It's a difficult ball, risky at times, but if it comes off, it looks fabulous. And this is what you come to expect from a 6'6" frame. Defend your box. But he's again, for someone who's been out for 12 months up to this point, and this is only his 5th start since his ACL injury, he looks very, very comfortable and composed at this level.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want a bit more Messi? Who doesn't want a bit more Messi?